Well, it's been a crazy year, to say the least, for a lot of reasons. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of peaks and valleys. And in a couple of days, it will officially be 2017. But since it is Monday night, at least when we're starting this, we have to discuss Monday Night Raw one last time. And Wednesday will be the last wrestling video we have on this network in 2016. So I apologize in advance. This is the show that we go out on when it comes to Raw. So
after last week, though, what should we have fucking expected?
I can't say I give up, but I'm not happy. We'll get to that. Welcome to another edition of the WWE Monday Night Raw Popcast. My name is Sir Owen. Joining me, as always, is Ashley. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome, Jeremy Mills, to chat. He says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Jeremy. We are 5 weeks in.
Happy holidays. All that jazz.
We are 5 weeks in counting till the Golden Globes.
5 weeks?
It's the same night as the Rumble, so yeah.
The Golden Globes are the 8th.
It's been a long week. We're 5 weeks in counting to the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
2 weeks away from the fucking Globes. Motherfuckers. We're 3 weeks away from the fucking Sherlock finale. Well, less than 3 weeks.
Okay, let me put it this way then. We are 5 weeks in counting until the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Yes.
There we go.
Fuck. Hashtag fuck remembering the Rumble.
This network is going to become very movie heavy in the next couple of months, as it always is.
Hashtag remember the SAGs.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I'm not only...
Hashtag too many people are fucking dying in 2016.
God, tell me about it. I'm just done. I'm done with this year. I want it to end. We only had a couple more days left. Let's just fast forward.
George R.R. Martin's tweet?
I did not.
New Year's Day or something at the start of the year, he tweeted, 2016 was directed by me. Late last night, he tweeted a reply to that saying, I'm sorry.
Wow.
That
is George. Crazy. So, yeah, for the most part, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to try to reflect on some good things. I no idea exactly what the good thing of Raw tonight was, but we'll get to that. Or maybe not. Who knows? Point is, this isn't going to be the last show we talk about pro wrestling here on the network. We have Wednesday show, which is going to be talking about all the small amount of stuff that we have, plus
the most important show of the year.
Previewing
the most important show of 2017.
Previewing Wrestle Kingdom 11. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jeremy, Scarlett Bordeaux did get a push on Raw. We'll talk about that in a little bit, don't worry. So, we are in Chicago, which notoriously is a very hard crowd to please. Case in point, starts off real quick. And with that, Ashley, take it away.
So yeah, previously on Raw, Braun is angry.
So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to
know. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was establishing. I would do it the Brock style, but it's only allowed for Brock.
He did suplex a tree after all.
Oh, what the fuck is that? So then the all-important music hits. No, the fucking commercial for Netflix, you fucker. I'm trying to get a sounder, you... Yes! He's back, motherfuckers! He's back! He's more fucking relevant than Stephanie McMahon! Yes!
Can we not gloss over the fact that for some reason there were 3 Christmas trees that were still there the day after Christmas?
Christmas trees you don't get rid of Christmas trees traditionally until you get to the Epiphany, which is January the 5th. So basically, you keep your Christmas trees up until Wrestle Kingdom, and then you obliterate the fuck out of them with a Rainmaker. That is the rule. It used to be the Kinshasa, but he went and joined another company.
When this Rainmaker is then ducked by the tree, a one-winged angel is hit, and we have a Canadian IWGP champion.
Well, with respect, we have our first ever Gaijin Wrestle Kingdom champion.
This is correct.
I don't think it's happening, though.
Yeah, you never know.
We'll see. Don't think it's happening. God damn it, Gado, I hope you're getting some balls.
We shall see.
So yeah, Stephanie comes out, welcomes everybody, wishes everyone a happy holidays, whatever. And then the CM Punk chants start. And Steph, and this is the only thing I can give credit for her tonight, comes out and says, hey, if you guys want to keep chanting that for another couple of minutes, you'll have lasted longer than Punk did in UFC last month. And I'm like, my God, I bet Vince is fucking pissed.
Someone actually wrote her a good line for a change. Wow.
I don't know. I think she might have come up with that herself.
Probably, to be totally honest. It does not sound like
smiling, and Vince is like, stop fucking acknowledging the UFC, you dumb bitch. Yeah. God, I've missed her in that voice.
I know you have.
Yeah, apparently Foley's been given time off because he's obviously been managing the show single-handedly for the past couple of weeks. It isn't because, Foley can't walk. And, could die. And we don't want another person to add to the list for 2016.
Oh, God, no.
So then Seth's music hits, comes out, wishes everybody happy holidays as well, and then asks, Steph, did Triple H get all he wanted for Christmas? And then goes, what I guess I would be saying is he got what he needed, which, was his manhood from the control of you, whether it be snowballs or the whole chocolate you'll. And I'm like, if that's chocolate, Booker T is going to go tell me he did just not say that. Chucky Ducky, quack, quack. And Stephanie says, well, he seems to be going low with that, so of course I'm going to go high. And I'm like, where's Matt Sydal? And she goes, look, Triple H is COO now. And Seth's like, yeah, about that. 12 months ago he was COO, and he became a 14-time world champ. Now he's just disappeared. Going and get back to his corporate shilling. And Seth then goes, anyway, I want Braun Strowman tonight for what happened last week. Cue Roman. Hang on, I'm trying to find the fucking sounder. No, I don't want bloody Boo the dog, the cutest dog in the world. What the fuck? I'll scrub that shit. Roman comes out. He gets booed. What a surprise. And Steph comes out and says, I'm guessing you're here because, you want Strowman as well. and you can hear like the first few rows are just going, "Please don't talk, please don't talk." I think they were. I think they had a premonition because fucking Roman says, "Oh, I need to get some payback for what Braun did." Yes. What was it?
Oh yeah, he
Last
basically
day.
says, yeah, I need to get. Braun Strowman made a mistake last night.
Yeah, Braun
I'm
Strowman
kidding,
made a
last
mistake
week.
last night. And then they booed it, and then he just went, Braun made a mistake last week, as if like, well, we know what the Hulu edit's for. I think that's the well, no, that isn't the only line he said, because then Seth and Roman, Seth was like, get to the back of the line, I challenged him first, and Roman says, how about if I skip the line and just go to the back and beat the crap out of him? Mm-mm. And Seth goes, not if I do it first. And then Roman goes, how about we both go to the back, beat the crap out of him and bring him out here, and we do it old school and give him a Cerberus bomb through a table. And Seth's like, yeah. And Steph is like marking out like a Powerpuff Girl. And she's like, yeah. And she like puts her hand in the middle, and they just go, fuck is that shit? And she goes, oh yeah, I might not be on the same page as you, but keep in mind, SmackDown's in this building tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure Dean must be somewhere around in the area. So, you know what? Why don't we have a one night only reunion of the Shield? And all the smarks are going, he's in fucking New York, bitch. Why are these people so fucking gullible? The
true.
show of the night tonight is happening in Madison Square Garden, and we are none the fucking wiser. And she goes, nah, it's not happening. And so sets up Seth versus Braun for later on, along with Roman defending the US title against a person of her choosing. It better be fucking Vanguard 1. But to start off, tag title rematch. Chicago. Do you not dare be sour? Applaud for your world famous, longest ever tag team championes, and feel the power. It is the day of new. Yes, it is. Wonderful.
If only. If only. So yeah, we get our rematch.
Yeah. The weird thing is Cesaro and Sheamus seem to be on the right side today.
Yeah, they were on the same page.
After all the bickering of last week, all of a sudden it's like they like each other. But I guess not.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Nobody.
Solid match. Went about 10 minutes. Some really good tag team work with Cesaro and Sheamus. Xavier and Kofi worked the match. They hit this really good Irish curse backbreaker into a knee drop off the top. Looked great. Xavier hit his DJ Zima Ion outside in tornado DDT, but he did it to the outside. That looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Good finish here when Xavier got the hot tag, hit the high kick after Kofi hit the upside down kick in the corner. He did the rope walk elbow drop and connected all the way across the ring, but Cesaro made the save. And the sunset flip was countered into the swing. Big E got on the ring apron. Kofi goes for trouble in paradise, gets caught, slingshot, and he lands on the ropes. gets caught in what should have been a gorilla press, but Cesaro looked like he had some trouble getting him up there, so they ended up doing it anyway. Presses him onto Kofi on the outside, and Xavier gets a roll up, 1-2, and a kick out. Hits a rolling elbow, and Cesaro back tags Sheamus. Xavier goes for the honor roll, eats the brogue kick in midair, 1-2-3, and Cesaro and Sheamus retain the tag belts. Solid match between these two. I think they have really good chemistry as opponents. I like how Xavier get to work this match, and Big E get to be the cheerleader at ringside for a change. I thought that worked really well. I know it's the holidays, but the only thing I could think of when I look at the gear of the New Day now is fruit striped gum. It's got the gum with like the zebra stripes, but it's like the one that comes in like the paper packaging. Yeah, fruit striped gum presents the New Day is the first thing that comes to my mind. Solid stuff though. Where do New Day go from here? I'm not sure. There's really no reason to do another rematch because they were beaten clean. They really need to build up their tag team division. My God, the tag team divisions on both shows really need a kick in the pants right now. And what happened later on tonight surely doesn't do that. Not one iota.
Yeah, it's probably match of the night. That's rather disturbing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
First match of the night just went downhill from there.
I get turned off
the
the
important
TV
thing
there.
we need to establish, though, is Cesaro is missing something. I think I've worked out what he needs. Make it happen, you fuckers! Make it happen! Make it fucking happen!
Please, God! Please!
We need an oh-no!
Yeah, we need an no-no right now! Oh my God, yes, we do. It's going to happen. I have faith.
So, then we get a video package hyping up Brock Lesnar. Because apparently we need a video package to tell us what a beast he is. Your guess is as good as fucking mine.
I don't know what. Probably to build up the fact that Ron's in Tampa next week and Goldberg's making his return to television.
Yeah, but Brock ain't.
No. It's just building up their animosity going towards the Rumble.
Yeah, so?
I don't care either, but I mean, it's got to kill TV time, actually.
There's more than two fucking men in a 30-man match.
Not right now, there's not. They haven't announced anybody else in the Rumble yet. They need to start doing that for the next couple of weeks. Royal Rumble qualifying matches, I think will probably start soon.
We do know who's in the Royal Rumble. Dolph. Braun Strowman. Yeah, he doesn't even need to say. Probably Jake the Snake Roberts.
That would be awesome if that actually
Better happen. Better happen. So now Braun's backstage. Everyone's running away, including fucking bloody hell. R.D. Evans. Did you notice him?
I think I did, actually.
The artist who may or may not be Archibald Peck. Fucking R.D. Evans was backstage, and I was like, yes! I approve! So everyone's running away, except Kevin and Chris. And Kevin's like, oh my God, last week I loved how you decked the halls. Or I guess the right term would be deck the hell out of Seth and Roman. I love that. And we're feeling that once I've beaten Roman, that you, Braun, you should be the next contender for the Universal title. And Braun's like, be careful what you work for. And Kevin's like, well, but I think you should focus on those guys first. Roman and Seth have been saying some very bad things. They're saying you're a stupid idiot. You're not that big. Your beard looks like a toilet brush. Your pants look like you've walked out of fucking a scene from Brokeback Mountain. Your credibility in this company is fucking nowhere. Unless, of course, perchance you were to beat the shit out of a load of jobbers. Braun takes his advice to heart. Gets in the face of both of them, but they basically manage to sort of distract him or get rid of him somehow, and they're just like, they're sort of like relieved. It's like, oh, that was a close one, sort of thing. So now we've got R-Truth and Goldust backstage for some reason. I didn't know they were still in this company.
God,
Bailey comes in, gives a hug to Truth, and then gives Goldust a special edition Dusty-inspired Bailey Bear. Q, Anderson, and Gallows coming in. Make fun of them like playing with Christmas kiddie toys. Grab the bear and pull the head off the bear.
This was uncalled for.
Keep in fucking mind, this is the third week of these Bailey Bears suddenly showing up.
Right.
And both times they've been fucking massacred by other wrestlers. Surely this is a worrying sign to the fucking company that they're purchasing stuff which breaks easily and could be a choking hazard for children.
I mean, like the Dan Aykroyd SNL gimmick of having the bag of broken glass, and he was marketing that as a toy.
Did you not hear about the story that happened over here?
No.
They had to recall a whole bunch of fucking chocolate Santas. Because some cunt in the factory decided to put something extra in the chocolate Santas.
Uh-oh.
Namely a button cell battery.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, Mattel, if you're listening, these bears are fucking shit. Let's hope your shark cage toys are much fucking better.
I hated this segment. I really did.
Did you know Lance Storm did a rolling forearm?
Nice.
So then we're talking about
came up with the storyline.
Nia Jax.
Oh, speaking of
Nia Jax and all her shit, and Iron Man, the Iron Man match, and then Nia attacking Sasha. So here comes Nia. And then Charlie's there, and I'm going, oh no. Oh no. Little did I know, she's every fucking where tonight. And the thing is, I am so fucking pissed. Because who is Nia Jax wrestling?
Yeah.
My girl.
In her hometown.
I have fucking tons of them.
Same here.
Scarlet Bordeaux. Scarlet Bordeaux in, I don't know what the fuck that color hair is, girl. Oh, what the shit that is. Seriously, go back to being a redhead. It suited you much better. Thing is, she does like promo stuff. And she's better at the fucking promos interviewing than the actual fucking interviewer great Charlie Caruso is.
Well, she has some experience with it, too.
Yeah.
She didn't get
I
thrown
think she's
in like
been in the
Charlie
business. That's the other thing. She says, I was inspired by Sasha Banks to get into the business. Fuck off! You were wrestling before she was even wrestling, Sasha Banks. What is this shit? I love the fact as well, they just called her Scarlet.
Right.
Nobody has a fucking surname anymore, apparently. Anyway, Nia Jax wins. Afterwards, says, gives her a leg drop. And I'm like, Hogan, Scarlett Bordeaux's racist. I don't think so, motherfucker. I don't want to say that Nia Jax's role model is Jimmy Superfly Snuka, because at the minute, that's not a great fucking role model.
No, it is not.
Isn't that right, Tamina? What the fuck happened to her? Is she dead?
Who knows?
You know?
Well, I know she's not dead, but I mean, right now she's just not on television.
Aye. Charlotte shaking Stephanie's hand as we come back from break. Kevin and Kristen come in and says they want to issue a complaint on Foley for getting Jericho put in a shark cage at the Rumble. Saying how he suffers from acrophobia. And of course, Stephanie, because she's stupid and she isn't, an intelligent woman, goes, I thought it was an acrophobia.
Yeah, it's...
I'm seriously going,
why?
You're supposed to be an intelligent woman. Please tell me you actually fucking know that. The thing is, of course, Chris just does it beautifully. He goes, both! I made that clear last week. Please don't tell me you're going to be putting spiders in the shark cage with me, because then it will truly be acrophobia. That was it.
Oh, wow.
And Kevin's just like, look. All this stuff, it's taking him off his game. It's not good. And then he says, but, tonight, in a match, and Chris isn't in. You want Roman to face somebody for the US title. I think Stephanie cuts him off and says, very true. Tonight, know that I'm not biased. I'll be putting Roman against the guy who beat him at end of the line, Kevin Owens. And Chris's smile just turns into a little bit of a grimace because he's like, this fucking bitch don't like me again. And so Kevin's like, cool. He's liking it, but then of course realizes, don't worry, we'll both become United States champions. And we come to
Yeah.
That's for her last week. She beat Charlotte again and became number one contender. Then says how she wants to replace her replica title at home with a real belt. And then Charlotte interrupts and says, I don't think you did beat me last week. And they show the footage of the pinfall that was. I don't think it was a screw up now. I think it was purposefully
it was a
screwed.
storyline
It was a
fodder.
purposeful screw. Isn't that what happened to Tammy Lima? And she goes, if this happened to Bayley, she'd have to deal with it. But if I did learn one thing from my daddy, I thought they didn't like each other.
They choose to ignore that from time to time.
My daddy taught her to get a good lawyer. And so the victory from last week has been expunged from the record books. Charlotte managed to get everywhere first because she had a silver spoon in her mouth. Part of a wrestling family. And I'm like, Rick wasn't even fucking there half the time. You've established that already. And then she says, Bayley kept talking about her childhood dream of becoming women's champion in NXT. Or becoming WWE women's champ during their time in NXT. All the time I was laughing. I wasn't smiling with you. I was laughing at you. But giving them a fair person and giving you a rematch. And Bayley's like, all right then. Let's do it all over again. And then Charlotte goes, whoa. Something else has happened to my agreement. I need to have a fair and impartial referee. And I'm immediately going, oh, no. You fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me? And then fucking Dana Brooks' music hits and goes. I simply go, what? It wasn't like oh God, because I was seriously fucking thinking it was going to be Charles Robinson.
I was hoping it was going to be Charles Robinson.
Charles Robinson makes more fucking sense.
Hence why I was hoping it was going to be.
Than Dana Brooke. As soon as Dana Brooke came out, I'm like, I don't care about you, bitch. Go to the Arnold Classic, fucking lose, go in a bedroom, take a lot of barbiturates, and then the world will be better. Because you got no place on Monday Night Raw right now. I'll tell you who should be replacing fucking Dana Brooke sooner rather than later. Emma fucking Lena.
Oh, it's not time yet, apparently.
Seriously. Dana Brooke should get expunged from the WWE payment role forever. And Emmalina just takes a place and nobody fucking notices. Except they will, because Emma can fucking wrestle.
This is true.
And know how to be a heel referee. Because Dana as the heel referee in this match was fucking terrible. So terrible that they literally came up with an idea to get rid of her for most of the match.
Yeah.
She's that fucking bad. All you people in Brooklyn that are apparently being encouraged to pay money go to see, Raw have a house show. Don't. Watch fucking Lucha Underground instead and listen to us. It's cheaper and more entertaining.
Agreed.
Plus, I need an owner. The match itself was, it was okay, but
it was really short.
Yeah.
It was 4 minutes long. Nothing more than needs said.
I mean, there might be. Finish.
Yeah, basically, Bailey to Belly, a ref gets pulled out by Dana, and Dana and Bailey have a chase around the ring, and Charlotte ends up getting the roll up with the tights. Actually, with the rope, she gets her feet on the ropes and wins the match. Tights is later.
Yeah, no, she had her feet on the ropes, didn't she?
Yeah, feet on the middle ropes and got the win. So then we get
Steph's angry backstage.
There we go.
And Braun's attacking people. And she's just like, look, I can't find him. But you know what I can do? I can promise you, Braun, a match against Sami Zayn next week. And Braun says, I don't want that. I want to make sure he never comes back. So I want a last man standing match. And Stephanie's like, all right, but I want you to focus on tonight. And I want you to destroy Seth Rollins tonight, just like you're going to destroy Sami Zayn next week. And Braun's like, bleh. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
And
I
they
don't
recap Neville's heel turn. He's taking on TJ Perkins. So yeah, it's the beard versus the dab. Why the fuck is TJ Perkins still doing the dab?
Why is anyone doing it? Last person I allow to do the dab in this world is Michael Thibodeau. So there you go. The thing is,
why wasn't Elsa doing the dab? Elsa should have been doing the dab.
Austin Aries is back on commentary.
She's done blow. She's done blow.
Oh, God.
Done cannabis and heroin too.
This match is. See.
Okay.
I liked it. It was decent for what it was.
Yeah. The best bit though tonight was they actually established the right methodology. The heel ring announcer for Raw isn't suddenly turning face for when they do cruiserweight matches.
Right.
So all of a sudden, you know, the guy who's standing up for everything and whatever is actually talking negatively about the faces and positively about the heels, just like Aries is going to do. Although I do like Aries the fact that even though he's praising the heels, he's also taking a stab at them. Because I swear he says about Neville, you know, great talent. Shame about the other than that. Yes. Yes. I approve.
Perkins had a lot of shine in this match. He hit the double chicken wing into the gut buster and near fall off of that. He goes for the detonation kick and it fails the first time. They look like they botched it because Neville goes for the slingshot and he gets caught and they look like they're about to drop it. But he still ends up hitting it anyway. Perkins goes for the body scissors to roll into the TJP clutch, and of course he gets reversed, tights hooked by Neville, and Neville wins.
Ass cheek.
So the dominant heel of the cruiserweight division, the king of the cruiserweights, has to win with hooking the tights.
Yes.
I have a problem with this.
By hook or by crook?
I have no problem with that. That's fine. That's good mentality. But the thing is, if they're going to establish
that should be the tagline for Brian Kendrick. By hook or by crook.
They're not smart
It makes perfect sense.
They're not smart enough to come up with that. And if they do, then they stole it from us. The thing is, like so many other things. But yeah, I want Neville to get an impactful finish that makes sense as a heel. Get rid of that music. It's a face theme. It's supposed to hype the crowd up. They need to do away with it completely. His black gear, I got no problems with that. That's perfect. I got no issues. The way he taunts the crowd when he comes out for his entrance, no problems with that either. But he shouldn't be flying, and he needs to be more quick and sudden and not trying to get over with the crowd. You don't give them a chance to cheer for him, is basically what I'm saying.
I've just realized WWE can't be listening to us because fucking Caruso's back. And he's going impressive win this week. What are your plans next, Neville? And Neville was just like, none of you Americans have shown me any respect. You just laugh and point and go, there's that English fella. Well, don't worry, because when I beat Rich, I'll prove I'm king of the cruiserweight. And he just walks off. Charlie does not know what the fuck to do, is whether to follow him with the mic.
This is true.
They then recap Enzo's sensitivity training and Rusev and Jinder's attack. Then Enzo's in a wheelchair backstage with Cass. It leads to something. We'll get to it in a minute. Because on a breaking Stardust memory, Cody tweeted something very important tonight.
Right.
Quote, not going to say anything mean or blow a whistle. All I can say is that whoever produced that, I hope they never know what this feels like.
Yeah, that's the reason I was so adamant about saying I hated that segment.
Yeah.
Hate that. I hate that segment so much.
As if we thought, fucking Paige talking about Charlotte's brother was bad enough this year. Nope.
This is worse. This is a lot worse. But I will. Well, one thing, Ashley. Before we move on, I will say that it's kudos to Corey Graves because it's not being brought up very much. But don't forget, Graves and Neville were tag team champions in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows Neville better than Corey Graves?
Who the fuck was Pac teaming with back on the Indies? Can't fucking remember.
Well, he teamed with Swan at one point, to be totally honest. That was in Dragon Gate.
Yeah, but that was probably only like one show.
More than one. I looked into it last week.
So Enzo and Cass come out. Enzo in his wheelchair and everything. He says, I didn't need some certificate from a class. I'm already certified G from the University of Dillygath.
Yeah.
Makes fun of Jinder and Rusev for what they did last week and said they were checking for attacking him when he was alone and nobody was with him. And Cass is like, you cowards for doing that, proving both of you are nothing but soft. He doesn't actually say the soft line because he just challenges Rusev to a match. So Rusev comes out. Then Jinder then, but both sort of get on the apron as if it's like, the Nexus from back in the day.
Right.
Then Enzo just gets out the chair, just willy-nilly, takes out Jinder, puts him in the chair. Rusev and Cass fight, except Cass goes to check on Enzo. So Rusev gets the fuck out of Dodge, even though we're in Chicago. So Cass grabs Enzo and chucks him onto Jinder splash style. So Jinder just gets splashed out of the chair. And that was it. Once again, we tease a match. Didn't fucking happen. By the way, we had a SmackDown promo. And then they openly said, now's all the time to talk about the A show.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. Michael Cole needs to stop doing that.
Nobody gives a fuck about brand warfare.
No, they really don't.
If we did, you would actually have pay-per-views rather than a live network special, because then that would actually give you proper fucking numbers.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Because when you've got subscribers, guess what you get? Fuck all. So then we got the Shining Stars.
Oh my god.
Right. I actually saw this clip because I don't know what the fuck happened to the pre-show on the WWE YouTube channel. Didn't fucking see it at all.
Are you problem with that?
I did see the clip from YouTube, though, from Facebook. Like some weird convoluted fucking... So the Shining Stars are backstage trying to talk Bob Backlund into their resort.
They're trying to get him a timeshare.
It's great for you, man. It's great for old retired people. And of course, Backlund's fucking pissed.
Well, yeah.
But if you know Backlund, that cunt is never gonna retire.
No, probably not.
Until he's dead. Until he's dead.
Good news for Backlund taking a bus tonight.
Yeah. He's just, he's about to get into a brawl. And then Bo Dallas. I get Darren Young, but Bo Dallas as well. Come in and stop him.
Right.
Cole then says, don't worry, we'll sort it out for you in the ring. That's never fucking said in the promo. Does Michael Cole not watch his own product?
The answer is probably no, actually.
So we get this match for about 4 months. And then Braun's Raw happens.
Yeah. Shame on you, Chicago. Shame on you.
And Braun beats the fuck out of all 5 men.
Yeah.
Admittedly, he doesn't really beat up Backlund. He just throws Darren Young into him. And then somehow manages to knock out all the other 3 guys with a fucking 1 set of steps.
And a tree. Don't forget about the tree. He hits Bo with it first.
I don't give a fuck. The
Why?
sad thing is, Chicago cheer this.
I know.
Because they rightfully go, fuck this segment. Well, they don't say fuck this segment. But they go, thank you, Braun.
Yeah, I heard that. That's why I said shame on you, Chicago.
Not really, because when it actually came to the match, I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't care about the whole segment in general. Braun Strowman, I'm sure, is a nice guy. We've said this.
No.
This is something we say all the time on anything involving movies. I'm sure Braun Strowman is a nice guy, and I would have had the chance to meet him, but I was in the wrong side of the park at the wrong time. However, I'm sure Braun's a nice guy. I do not care about his character. I just don't. I buy it. I understand what they're trying to sell me. I understand that there's money to be made with Braun Strowman because people will buy into him, but I don't. As a fan, as somebody who is informed with the wrestling business, I do not buy into Braun Strowman. I do not personally buy into Braun Strowman. As somebody that knows the wrestling business, I understand what Braun Strowman means. Do I want to see Braun Strowman against Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania? Oh, God, no. But I know there's a good chance we're going to get it. Maybe not for the title. Hopefully not for the title. But we are going to get that match regardless if I want it or not. And I'm at the point now believing that they're never going to turn Roman heel because he's got the same problem that Cena had. Why turn him heel when he's already heel with about 45 to 60% of the crowd, if not more? And I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but when Kevin Owens came out for the main event, they didn't even really cheer Owens. They just booed Roman. Yeah. And this is Chicago. This is a Ring of Honor crowd.
They got fucking bored.
Yeah, my God, yes. 3 hours of wrestling is a lot.
They all realized, oh, wait, the fucking entertaining stuff is tomorrow. Our ticket's still available.
You want something funny about that? I think it was, tomorrow? I think it was tomorrow. It was tonight. So I was doing a little research on Ticketmaster because I'm checking to see what the dates are and checking to see if there's any tickets still available to do the ticket gimmick that we used to do back like the beginning of the year. Do you realize there were second row ringside seats available on Ticketmaster for tonight's Raw?
I'm not fucking surprised.
In Chicago. Chicago always sells out, but not now.
I knew they hadn't sold out because when bloody Michael Cole said 12,000, I was like, yeah, that ain't a fucking sellout, is it though, Cole?
No, it's not. We're packed to the rafters. Yeah, but you're not packed completely.
So then we actually get a match.
Finally.
Braun versus Seth. It was okay.
It's a little man, big man match. I mean, Rollins knows how to work these matches before, so he knows what he's doing.
Hang on. I just realized something.
Go ahead.
Where the fuck is Big Show?
Preparing for Shaquille O'Neal, apparently.
That fucking it.
Because that's going to happen.
Are they actually billing this like fucking the way they seem to be doing this now? I'm sort of wondering whether fucking Big Show is bloody Bam Bam Bigelow.
He very well could be.
Because that's what it just seems like to me.
So this is LT and Bam Bam 2, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much.
Except I don't think Shaquille's gone to prison.
No.
Yet.
He should for this god-awful video game, though.
We can change it.
That really god-awful video game and the horrible drinks and the
Oh my god,
The
that's
rap
why
career.
he's fucking doing it. That's why he's fucking doing it. He's advertising the Shaq Fu too.
Oh God, please
Okay.
don't give them any ideas. Do
That's
not give them
blatantly why
any.
he's fucking there. You know,
Right.
I don't think his Counter Strike team is even in the bloody qualifiers for the major. Which I've just realised. I think, you know, if he's going to be at the Rumble
Mm.
in San Antonio, and even though it probably won't happen, his bloody esports team managed to get to the final, which I think is the same fucking day.
Oh God.
What the fuck does he do?
That's a good question. Because he's got to be at the Rumble.
Yeah.
They're
Don't
going to start
worry.
this. He's got to be at the Rumble.
Don't worry, the team he's coaching isn't that good yet.
That's when we look at it.
They might get better. Who knows?
Fair point.
Clearly he hasn't got enough. So yeah, then all of a sudden Sammy's music hits. And of course, Braun's like going to where the ramp is, and I'm like, where is he? Where is he? And then an attack from behind, DQ finish. Sammy throws him into the ring post like 3 or 4 times, and I'm going, does Braun not know the fucking spot?
That's a one way to look at it.
Because it's like he throws him in there, and then Sammy runs.
Right.
So Sammy runs to the ramp a bit. And then he runs back in and throws him into the post and runs back to the ramp. And I'm like, do any of these guys know what the fuck is going on? Also, it's worth noting one of the bits when Braun threw him to the outside.
Right.
I swear Seth fucked up his leg.
It's possible.
In which case, it was sort of mixed blessings. I was going, please let Rollins be hurt. Which may sound cruel, but keep in mind, who's the guy that fucking hurt him? Who's the guy that's causing the big stars to get injured and costing them, you know, network buys? It's fucking Braun Strowman. So
That's a fair point.
It looks bad in his book. And, you know, Braun doesn't get pushed anymore because Vince thinks he's a cunt. Which is always nice. So, yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, Sammy or Braun realize what needs to be done. Sammy just goes running over the barricade and through the crowd and then into the back. And Braun follows him like a fucking waddling penguin.
Yeah, Braun should never run. And he also took out a fan, by the way.
Yeah.
He straight up took out a fan.
Well, and he just thought, if it's good enough for Brock Lesnar, it's good enough for me.
There's a difference. Brock Lesnar hit a fan with a car door. Braun Strowman just ran into a guy.
The best thing is, though, is that if that guy can sue, you know, for doing what he did.
No more Braun Strowman.
Yeah. If Braun Strowman can be sued for, you know, inadvertently attacking somebody, and it was clearly specified in the ticket, you know, you shouldn't cross the barrier. And he didn't fucking cross the barrier. Somebody just, you know, decided to beat the fuck out of him instead. Who's to blame?
This is a good point.
Then, of course, Jericho shows up, gives Seth a code breaker. The refs all come in and go, leave the ring. And Chris goes, all right. And gives him another one. Because of reasons. And then, fuck. King Caruso.
Yeah.
Oh! Match. Michael Cole said Seth Rollins is a multi-time WWE champion. To steal a quote from Steve Austin and King Ross. Seth has won the WWE title once. He's never had the belt a second time. Ever. There's note that I did in all caps on a piece of paper the size of a vinyl record. So fucking Caruso is interviewing Owens, basically saying, you know, what are your plans for tonight when you take on the Roman Reigns? And of course, Kevin being Kevin goes, I didn't hear a word you say. I tuned out, you know, when you started opening your mouth. And I've just been, it just happened out there. You know, Seth got beaten the crap out of. And I love it. Because that means there will be nothing that can stop the new champs being crowned of me and Chris Jericho. And Chris comes in the background. And fucking Caruso, as these guys come in and like us cheering with each other and hugging as heels, Caruso fucking smiles at this. Why the fuck would a face interviewer be pleased for the heels? Just the fucking saying.
Oh boy.
God damn it, Charlie. When will you fucking learn? The correct answer is never.
I really think they're trying to purposely make her fail. Because she comes off looking terrible.
Good. Then Emelina.
Yeah.
Then fucking Emelina. Now has a promo saying, you've all been very patient, but don't worry. It'll be worth the wait. No, it fucking won't. You know, the last time somebody got this much fucking build-up, their name was Alberto Del Rio. And look what they're doing now.
I was going to go with Adam Rose, actually.
That fucking out girl from Norwich. Who may or may not be with the company. Who the fuck knows?
Fair point.
So then we got the club as they recap the destruction of the Dusty Bear. And then fucking Golden Troop come out with the titles. Fucking.
Okay. I got a huge problem with this right off the top. Number one, I hate the angle. Number two, let's say for sake of argument, I'm willing to go along with this. And as a wrestling fan, I'm willing to accept what has just happened. Goldust and Ron Killings come out and they do that stupid tag team entrance with the rapping. I get that. That's what happens. But the thing is, after what happened with the Dusty Bear, signs point to Goldust just hitting the ring like a house of fire and taking it to Anderson and Gallows, not waiting for a stupid tag team entrance.
Yeah.
Seriously, I can't suspend disbelief and believe that. Absolutely stupid. If they were going to commit to doing an angle like that, Goldust should have hit the ring like a house of fire and should have beat the daylights out of Gallows and Anderson without Truth's help and just like left them laying. Not even a match, didn't need to be. To get payback. Because if you noticed, when they went to it, Dustin went to his regular voice, not his Goldust voice, when Bailey gave him the bear.
Yeah.
It was absolutely stupid. This match shouldn't have happened. Typical formulaic Raw tag team match. Good Brothers win with a roll up from Carl Anderson on Goldust. Nothing to this match.
Yeah.
Noam Dar is hitting on Dana Brooke in the back.
Really?
Yeah, he was fully taking advantage of the fact that her boyfriend is in New York right now on SmackDown. Yeah, when Rich Swann was walking to the ring, you out of the corner of your eye, you could see Noam Dar hitting on Dana Brooke in the background.
Who's Dana with again? Bram?
Dolph Ziggler.
Oh. Everyone's with Bram.
Sure.
Then, of course, we hype up Cena's back. On a fucking rival show! Stop talking about the other show when you're supposed to be rivals. Oh, wait! Nobody gives a fuck about the rivalry!
No, they really don't. And I honestly think this brand extension is going to be over. Maybe not
WrestleMania.
Maybe not right away, but I'd say by WrestleMania, potentially.
Or possibly by, because if the viewers keep going down, it's going to really be a case of clearly the brand split isn't even fucking working.
I will give it credit. They're actually getting good ratings for SmackDown.
Yeah, but if they keep going down, that's the thing they've got to realize as well. People don't watch this shit live anymore. And if it ain't going to be available on demand on the network for like a couple of weeks, nobody's going to fucking watch.
Well, there's Hulu.
Yeah, but you have to pay for that. Not
This is
free.
true. No, that is true.
You know, the closest thing that people can get is looking at the bloody free clips on YouTube. Hang on, I want to see how many dislikes the destruction of the Dusty Bears have got.
If it's
Anyway,
even up there.
Daivari in the ring, going one-on-one with Rich Swann. Apparently.
I mean, this match was solid for what we got out of it, but it was way too short. I really wish they would take the cruiserweights off Raw. Honestly, I don't like the fact that 205 Live is basically being treated as an afterthought, but it's also being treated as, hey, let's watch this Raw match. It's 2 minutes long. You want to see him get 4 minutes? 205 Live tomorrow on USA. And I was like, I mean, it gives me Austin Aries on commentary.
Who are the stupid cunts? Apparently, the bloody video of the destruction of the bear has got over 1,000 likes and 131 dislikes.
Unbelievable.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm telling you, it's just. Yeah, but like I said, this match was solid for what it was. Really short. I'll give credit to Austin Aries for getting one of the lines of the night, calling it the magic carpetless ride. Because Daivari used the frog splash with a magic carpet in the Indies, and it called the magic carpet ride. So Aries called it the carpetless ride, which hereby this is what it's going to be called from now on. Swan to CM Bison, and he hits the overhead hook kick. And that's your Swan song. Rich Swan. I can't say retains because I don't believe it was a title match. Rich Swan wins. I didn't hear it called outlandish tonight, though, so maybe they're getting away from that because they realized how stupid it was.
Who the fuck knows?
That wasn't the
Who
segment.
the fuck cares?
Oh,
because then the best bit of Raw happened, but it had to be started by fucking Johnny Caruso.
Hold on. We have to mention Neville first.
Oh, Charlie Caruso.
Before Charlie Caruso.
Rich's response,
Yeah.
I just want to get your response to what Neville said earlier. And Swan says, Neville is a royal sourpuss. And I'm like, how the fuck is he royal? He didn't win King of the Ring.
I don't get that either, but okay.
But he's a good athlete, and if he wants to fight, he'll get it. Boom! And Neville attacks him from behind. Fucking Caruso runs away like she's in a Benny Hill Yakety Sax music thing. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this.
And then the only reason I think his finisher works, never on a red arrow to Swan's back.
See, okay, that's the only props I will give him this time around. If he's going to be using a finisher like that, he does not need to be using it on the stomach. That's normal. He needs to be using it on the back, on the neck. He should do it in order to damage his opponent. If he does it that way, I'll give a little bit more of a pass to it, but he needs another finish.
So then fucking Charlie again. Interviewing Daivari backstage, and Daivari, she's like, why did you lose tonight? I'm just going, I don't know. Perhaps because he got fucking pinned? And Daivari goes, let's be honest, my mind wasn't in the game. I wasn't going to be focused on the possibility of the scoundrel interfering. And he just glances off camera and goes, what do you want? And here comes Jack in his tie, channeling his fucking William Regal's son.
He came off more like Doctor Who to me.
No, it fucking, just in the conduct of his words, it was so fucking Regal. Just because he's got a bow tie, he was like, now, as I am a gentleman, I ask you, Mr. Daivari, to rescind your comments about me being a scoundrel. And Daivari's just says, you are a scoundrel. And Jack goes just like, well, then I have no choice but to impugn my wrath upon you and challenge you to a special duel tomorrow night. And Daivari's like, duel? What the hell is that? During which time, Jack pulls out a leather glove, slaps it in the face of Daivari, and walks off. also like doing the line, you got a glove. What do you think you are, George Washington? And he just goes like, if I've read my history books correctly, and he clearly names off somebody that was part of the English side of the, Civil War. Or the War of Independence and all that stuff. And I'm like, yes, motherfucker! Gallagher may not have the right appearance of a wrestler in most people's eyes, including myself. But he's already got it fucking sorted on the promo stuff. He's brilliant.
Here's the thing, though. This is what I wish they would do. If they're really that down on Simon Gotch, and it's clear that they are, because he screwed up big time. Why don't they just put Gallagher and Aiden English together and make them the vaudevillains? Because that gimmick works greatly.
That'd be cheating, because it'd be English and English.
Yes, exactly.
That'd be cheating.
I think it would work quite well.
British people do not cheat. Unless they're paid. I bet she's fucking cheating on Alberta. Probably not. Fuck it.
So I guess that leads us to our main event.
Yeah. Owens versus Reigns. Cheese.
But first, if I don't see Daivari and Gallagher using like pugil sticks, staying on a platform like it's American Gladiators, I'm not going to be happy.
I have no clue what the fuck is going on with that.
I don't either, and I'm very curious now. Goldberg he gets a video package before the main event too. I mean, main event, U.S. title on the line. Roman finally defending against Kevin Owens. Match was okay. Basically, Reigns had the advantage, and they brawled on the floor. Jericho hits the ring to his music for a distraction and led to Owens with a DDT for a near fall. Got the senton, got a near fall off of that. We go to commercial break, and then Owens gets a near fall off the cannonball in the corner. Owens takes him to Chinlock City, which makes everyone happy. That's 11 o'clock. And the crowd chant for CM Punk again.
Yes.
Makes sense. Roman gets a shine back, hitting the repeated clotheslines in the corner, hits a Samoan drop for a near fall. Owens hits a lung blower and goes for the pop-up powerbomb, but Roman counters out of it. Owens goes for the super kick, gets caught, sit-out powerbomb for the near fall. Owens ducks for Superman, and then Reigns, of course, remembers to sell, and he hits it. Gets a near fall. Jericho with a quick distraction. Owens with the code breaker. So yes, by using the lung blower, the code breaker, and the super kick, I hereby say for one night only, Kevin Owens was Cowboy James Storm. Sorry about your damn luck.
Probably.
Had to be said, because I don't think anybody else is going to make that reference. So Rollins comes out because he remembered that he's not hurt. He beats up Jericho on the floor. He pedigrees him. Owens super kicks him for fun. And Roman is waiting when Owens gets back in the ring, and he spears him 1, 2, 3. We get the same finish we get on house shows, basically, with Owens losing the U.S. title matches to Reigns. That's what they've been doing for the last several weeks. Get everybody ready for the Rumble. After this was over, Rollins pedigrees Owens for no apparent reason. Reigns spears Jericho. The former Shield stands tall to a smattering of boos from the Chicago crowd.
Media.
That's all that needs said.
Noel Foley tonight tweeted
Oh,
out,
goody.
I want to be spoon-fed bootios.
I saw that.
So Biggie replied with Freddy Krueger and a fucking spoon.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, motherfuckers. Love it. Maga.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid match, and thankfully it means that we've pretty much set up the finish for Owens and Reigns at the Rumble, which Jericho interferes with some sort of a gimmick. And who knows, it may end up leading to Braun Strowman coming out and getting the ball rolling for the match against Roman at WrestleMania.
Are you fucking kidding me? The Golden Globes clashes with FIP going CZW. Really?
Yeah,
God damn it.
we have award season is going to play into the schedule for the next several weeks, next several months here on the network. It's going to change things around a little bit, but don't worry, we're still covering everything. Yeah, this was okay. We've got Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman in a last man standing match next week. Not exactly sure how they're going to pull that one off. I don't think they're going to beat Braun, but I don't really want them to beat Sami here because he kind of needs to overcome Braun so he can move on. But I don't know exactly how they're going to do this. Maybe like all the people that Braun has beaten up in the past, like come out during the match and try to help Sami win. Or maybe they tie him down so he can't beat the 10 count. I mean, that's a possibility too. It's an interesting stipulation for something that doesn't really sound like it's a good idea at the point that I have right now. I don't care. I don't care about Raw right now. I just don't. I mean, is that bad?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, I haven't cared in quite a while, and I mean, like, I really want them to pick it up a bit, and I don't know if it's going to happen at this point, to be honest. I hope so, but I don't know.
You see what fucking Brian Kendrick did this weekend?
I did not.
He noted how everybody in the cruiserweight division are filthy animals. So we've got Noam Duck, Jack Gazelle Herd, Alpaca Davari,
Oh my god.
Shrew Gulak,
Oh, that's great.
Pony Nice, Cedric Salamander,
Coming to Harry Potter.
Lindsay Flamingo, Fish Swan, and TJ Pelican.
Oh my god.
It all makes perfect sense.
Someone make those gifts immediately, please. Please, my god, make them.
Trying to see what else has been happening on social media throughout the Christy Mass period.
Nothing I really want to talk about right now.
For some reason there's a shot of Will Ospreay naked behind a fucking bloody penguin. Somewhere on the internet.
I don't want to look for that.
Oh my god, please tell me that oh no, I can't watch it because I'll be watching Lucha. Fuck. NXT's got DIY versus Tajiri versus Akira Tozawa.
Yep, I get to talk about that match this Wednesday.
God damn it.
So yeah, we'll be covering NXT. We're going to be covering, but it'll be later in the show. The Wednesday Wrestling Popcast will be very interesting this week because there's really not much to talk about, to be honest. Not much happens. In this time of the year every year, so I guess we'll see what happens, honestly. So. All in all, this wasn't. I wasn't excited with this Raw. I don't care. The tag title match was fine. I don't care about Nia Jax. I mean, to Chicago's credit, they cheered for the cruiserweights tonight.
Yeah.
I don't care about Braun Strowman. To me, Braun Strowman right now is kind of like Ryback. That's the best way I can describe him. I never bought into Ryback. I never was a fan of Ryback in WWE. Braun Strowman is just, I didn't get the gimmick with him when he was in the Wyatts. I don't care now. Gallows and Anderson are really almost to the point that they're damaged beyond repair, which is a shame. Goldust and Ron Killings are better than this, but there's nothing you can do, I guess. The cruiserweights need to be taken off Raw because there's no point. It's basically used to get you hyped up for their show. Just keep them on their show and give another match segment to something else. I don't need to see the same 4 guys in the main event every week. Can we at least do something else? Say what you want about SmackDown, but they have some fresh matchups. I don't at all like AJ versus Dolph versus Baron Corbin. But I mean, I can guarantee you it would be better than if I'd say Corbin's better than Strowman for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not caring. Raw does not get me to care much anymore. I hope that it picks up. I think that it might, but I guess we'll see.
Probably.
All right. So I think that's our show. Not much to say tonight on the last Raw of 2016. Went out with a whimper, as always. This year sucked in a lot of ways. Good riddance to Raw on 2016. Let's hope it gets better next week. Wednesday Wrestling Popcast will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We're going to be covering. I'll just let you guys find out when you watch the show what we're going to be covering because we're going to be talking about NXT, Ring of Honor, and Lucha Underground. What culture's off this week, and pretty much everything we normally cover is off this week. So, I mean, 205 Live will cover that as well. Wrestle Kingdom 11.
Oh, plenty to talk about with MMA. Don't you bloody worry. Oh, shit.
Plenty of UFC news coming up. And I think that's our show. So this is the final Raw Popcast 2016. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And thanks everyone for joining us this year, talking Monday Night Raw. We've had a rotating cast of characters here on the network, but this has been the 2 that have always remained solid. And Scott's actually in Orlando right now, checking out a couple of things, as you heard his podcast, where the announcement was officially made that we're moving to Orlando officially in a couple months. So yeah, that's a very exciting thing, and a lot of great things for the Popcast Network based on that. So yeah, that's why he wasn't able to make the show tonight. If you want to follow Scott, you're more than welcome to follow him on Twitter. It's at Great Travelin' Scott, GR the number 8, Trav TRAVLN Scott, and of course other members of the Elite that we get on this program every once in a while, like Miller, that is at Miller McGinn, which is MCGHIN. And also big shout out to Cleveland at Contro Cleve and Mr. Entertainment, Aaron at Mr. ENT92. Always give a big shout out to Jeremy Mills for being in chat. And for Acer, follow him on Twitter at Acer1337, yes, in a row. For all the podcasts you should be listening to, wrestling and or otherwise. Links to all their channels are in the description bar below. And Ashley?
I'm on Twitter, Ash is my name UK. Gaming with Ash just got put up with a sort of brief review of this year. The preview's probably going to get put up next week at some point. Probably after I've remarked out from the first episode of Sherlock. If it gets that good, Gaming with Ash might just become Sherlock with Ash for the next 2 weeks.
That's fine.
might just randomly change, but yeah. Hope to catch everybody on Wednesday, because this time I promise I'm breaking out the fucking alcohol.
Oh boy.
Because for some of the stuff I'm gonna rant about, I need to be sloshed. The other thing that there's a problem with that is I want to talk about Wrestle Kingdom. And if I'm too sloshed, I'm not going to.
Oh boy.
Catch 21 +1.
So yeah, that's our show. If you want to follow along on Twitter, it's at Popcast Network. Check out our Facebook fan page. We're almost at 200 likes. Thank you out there to everyone that's liked our fan page. It is at Popcast Network. We have a Patreon at Popcast Network, and our merchandise available is at Popcast Network. So basically, Popcast Network for everything. If you want to follow along with me on Twitter, it's at Siro and Disney, and we got a lot of cool stuff coming in 2017 here on the Popcast Network. Quick programming note, this Thursday, Sip and Snack returns with a special. It's the same product. It's just going to be 3 different variations of it. We'll get to that. Something I should have done a long time ago. And it kind of fits the new year coming out, so it makes perfect sense. And AJ's movie reviews this week. We know we're talking about Fences, but everything else, I guess you're just going to have to wait and see. Saturday videos are coming up, which basically means that this Saturday is New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve also means that it is the marathon filming day for AJ and myself. And who knows what we're going to be filming. Got a lot of various movie-related videos to do, some reviews, some hodgepodge videos, a lot of verses. And yes, awards predictions are finally happening. So yeah, we're in the next week or so, we're going to be filming our final 2017 Academy Awards predictions with AJ, Ashley, and myself. The first video will be the categories we haven't touched all season, and the second will be the video of the categories, the big 8 that we've been talking about since August. So that being said, in a world, hold on, we have Acer here. This week's edition of Raw, the final Raw 2016, was solid at best. Despite that, this week's edition of SmackDown Live, the final SmackDown 2016, and the Wild Card Finals going to slaughter it. SmackDown Live is going to render this week's edition of Raw obsolete.
Obsolete!
Yes, make sure you keep in touch with Acer on all social media platforms. On YouTube, Acer5000, link in the description bar, and Acer1337, yes, in a row. So that's his Twitter as well. So yeah, he needs the subs and the followers.
I just realized it says a lot that NXT is basically a cobbled together house show.
Yeah.
SmackDown is a show that's just trying to get people to watch the stuff because they realize they're not up against football. Ring of Honor is fucking incredible.
Yes.
I don't know how they fit that into an hour. That reminds me, I need to see what's the deal of the day on the Fight app. Apparently, they've got deals of the day going on all Christy Mass.
Indeed.
What is the deal of the day? Ooh. Best in the World 2016. How much is it? $12.99. Fuck off. That isn't cheap. What was supposed to be cheap? Fight app. It's supposed to be cheap. You dumb fucks.
And as Ashley continues to cut a promo on the Fight app, in a world where there are a billion wrestling podcasts, we're very pleased that once more this evening you've chosen a podcast. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for listening. Thank you for joining us in 2016 for Monday Night Raw. And next week, who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully some good stuff on the road to the Royal Rumble when we start our Royal Rumble qualifying matches and finding out who is going to be the 30 participants. And until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
Why is this app so fucking expensive?